Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about 3 albums that literally changed my life. It's really crazy looking back and seeing how those albums changed my life, and like in the moment I had no idea what my life was going to look like years from now, so it is going to be like a fun story time kind of video. This is also going to be in chronological order, so let's get started. So the very first album that I feel like changed my life is Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer. I think Youngblood is the first album that I ever really truly loved and was a huge fan of, and like knew every single song, knew every single lyric, could even play some of the songs on a few instruments. Like, I was obsessed with Youngblood. So this all started in 2019. Seriously, I'm not even joking. I would listen to this album every single day. I would listen to it going on the bus. I would listen to it in class, and I never got tired of it. And my best friend, she also likes 5 Seconds of Summer. She also likes Youngblood. We would listen to the album together, and it was just so fun. Like, I have great memories surrounding Youngblood. This album really got me into 5 Seconds of Summer. It's the first album where I discovered them, because the song Youngblood is actually how I discovered Five Sauce. I had always heard Youngblood on the radio and stuff, and I liked it. And then eventually I went back to listen to the entire album and I loved it. And through 5 Seconds of Summer, I was also introduced to new music and other bands like the band Camino. So starting with Five Sauce was super important and definitely changed my life in terms of music. And the album Youngblood in general really did start my musical journey, I would say. It truly opened the door to me to 5 Seconds of Summer and pop rock music in general. I was really into that album around the time I started my YouTube channel in November of 2019. A lot of my early videos were about 5 Seconds of Summer. A lot of them were inspired and about the Youngblood era. The artwork was super inspiring to me. I made like a 5 Sauce Youngblood bookmark. I even had some drawings of 5 Sauce too. And as for my record collection, Youngblood was actually one of the very first albums I ever bought on vinyl. This album Youngblood also translates into a live setting. So 2019, literally everything started in 2019 for me in terms of music. That was the year when I saw 5 Seconds of Summer live for the first time. And it was also my very first concert. I saw Five Sauce open for the Chainsmokers. It was October 2019. And at that time, Five Sauce only had, I think, 3 albums out, so there wasn't a ton of music. And they were also the openers, so they did have kind of a smaller set, maybe 40 minutes to an hour. And most of the songs they played were from Youngblood. So I had so much fun at that concert, and I loved hearing those songs live from Youngblood that I would listen to every day at school. And now hearing them live was literally such an incredible experience, and I still remember it to this day. So the next album that changed my life is World War Joy by the Chainsmokers. I don't think it's their best work, but it's not really necessarily about the music that changed my life. It was more of the experience of the album and the time the album came out and things like that. And it also does tie into Youngblood a little bit. At the same time I was getting into Five Sauce and Youngblood and pop rock music, I was also getting into EDM. EDM is such a big part of my life, and it kind of really skyrocketed with World War Joy. So again, this was happening towards the end of 2019. The World War Joy album came out officially, I think it was early December 2019, but they had released most of the album already as singles, and I was listening to all of the singles, and I was becoming a really big fan of the Chainsmokers and of EDM. I had always liked the Chainsmokers for years. I really enjoyed their big hits, songs like Closer, Paris, Something Just Like This, but I had never heard a full album of theirs. And with World War Joy, I was really enjoying the album rollout and all of the singles, so I was really like following along with the album rollout. I started my channel in November 2019, and so my first reaction video ended up being for the World War Joy album, and it got way more views than I ever expected. I did not think it was going to get over 1,000 views. I think it's actually almost at 2,000 views. People seem to love it, and that really inspired me to make more reaction videos, and that's a big part of my channel now. After hearing World War Joy, I went back and listened to the Chainsmokers' entire discography up until that point, and I fell in love with it. Now, like I mentioned earlier, Five Sauce were opening for the Chainsmokers, so yeah, I did get to see the Chainsmokers headlining tour. I got to see them live for the first time at my first concert. I still can't even believe it really happened. Like, Five Sauce and the Chainsmokers make completely different music, but they were on tour together and they even have a song together. and just crazy the timing of everything because I was huge fans of both of them at the same time. I'm listening to this music every single day, and now I have the chance to see Phi Sauce and the Chainsmokers at the same time. Like, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Bonus blessing. I did also get to meet Alex's dog. Her name is Mushu, and I also met the Chainsmokers videographer at the time. Just that whole experience itself of meeting one of their crew members, someone who was close to them, one of their friends, and Alex's dog, that was super life-changing because I'd never met like famous people or anyone associated with famous people before. Just so crazy how those things worked out in that way. The last album that I'm going to talk about that changed my life is this album by Area 21. It's called Greatest Hits Volume 1. It's actually their debut album. Area 21 is made up of Martin Garrix and Major. This is going to be a bit of a long story, but this album truly actually changed my life. Not that the other ones didn't, but I think this one is definitely the most impactful. You guys saw the thumbnail, you can kind of put two and two together, so I'm finally going to be explaining this whole story and the connection between this album and how I met Martin Garrix. This album came out in 2021, so at that point I was already familiar with Martin Garrix and I was already making reaction videos. I decided to make a Martin Garrix Funko Pop, so I filmed the whole process, I posted the video, a lot of you guys liked it, I made some to sell and I was able to sell them to some fans. So then fast forward to the time of the album rollout for Area 21, I was making reaction videos to all of the singles from that album. In one of the reaction videos, I did show myself with the Martin Garrix Funko Pop. I did not think anything of it, I just thought it would be fun to share in the video. Now, I don't know how much I can say about this next part, but basically somebody who was working very closely with Martin Garrix and Major on the Area 21 project saw my video and liked my Funko Pops so much, he commissioned me to make them Funko Pops, and then he eventually gave them to Martin Garrix and Major. So the commission happened around April 2021, and I didn't hear anything for a while, but I assume that he gave the Funko Pops to Martin Garrix and Major around August or September 2021. About a month or two later, in October 2021, is when I actually got to see Martin Garrix live for the very first time, and that's also when I met him. I saw Martin Garrix live at the Breakaway Music Festival in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was the headliner, and after he got off stage, I got to meet him by chance. He did not invite me backstage or anything like that. I'll insert the footage.
Hunter, I'm the one who made you the Funko Pop. I made you the Funko Pop. Yeah, I made you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Truly a blessing. It was literally God that did all this. When I actually got the chance to meet him and talk to him for like 10 seconds, I did mention that I was the one who made the Funko Pop for him, and he seemed to remember me because after I said that, he got all excited and then he hugged me and took a picture with me and all that. Maybe he didn't actually remember me, like maybe he was just being nice. I was just thinking, like, if I was him, I probably wouldn't hug somebody. Like, I would still be nice and, you know, act like I knew who they were or remember what they did. Maybe I wouldn't have gone as far as to hug them. I would probably just say hi and take a picture. Like, I don't know if my Garrix contact showed them a picture of me or showed them any of my videos or like told them my name or anything. I don't know if he actually knows about me and my YouTube channel. It was all really recent, so it's not too far-fetched to think that he did remember me and the events of getting the pop and then a month or two later meeting me at the show. So maybe he really did remember me, or he was just being really, really nice. But I did get a hug out of it, so I'll take it. Whether or not he remembered me, it's alright. I still got a hug out of it and a picture. So I don't know, it's like my life's greatest mystery. Did he remember me or not? But either way, being able to say that did make the experience last a little bit longer. I got to meet him, I guess, a little bit longer than some of the other people, and I got a picture out of it and everything. It was just incredible, like the whole events leading up to it. If the Area 21 album never existed, I still think I would have still gone to that concert and still been able to meet him, but I may not have got the chance to hug him and tell him I made something for him, you know? Maybe my interaction with him would have been a little bit different, a little bit shorter. This album also changed my life in a few other ways. Reacting to all of the Area 21 singles and the album did so much for my channel in terms of growth. I gained so many subscribers and I got so many views, like numbers I had never really seen before, and I've been able to talk to so many different people on Discord and in my comments. And I also made a really close friend because of that. My friend Daniel, because he found me through an Area 21 reaction video and we became friends. Daniel is also a YouTuber and a Garrixer. So this album is responsible for so many different events in my life. Music, concerts, meeting people, making friends. Those were the 3 albums that changed my life. Music can lead to so many incredible experiences and really change people's lives. And a lot of people have different memories and stories surrounding different songs and albums, and it's just something really fun to talk about, I think. Any album or song that has really impacted your life, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!